our school board trustees, and our community members. Just like Willard, this celebration is unique. We are happy to celebrate our graduates and proud to share in this experience with all of you. Please cheer and holler for our students and share in their collective success. I also want to welcome those families that couldn't join us in person today but have tuned in via MCAT. This presentation is being recorded by Missoula Community Access Television as part of a media assistant grant donated to Willard by MCAT. So if you have family members that can't be here, they can stream this online at mcat.org. Plus, this will also be archived on their website to watch later. We would also like to acknowledge that we are gathered on Indigenous territory. The Missoula and Bitterroot Valleys are the original homelands of the Salish, Pend Oreille Kalispel people who inhabited this land since time immemorial. This area was also frequented by other tribes including the Kootenai, the Blackfeet, the Shoshone, the Crow, and the Kiowa. We honor the original stewards of this land and their descendants, many of whom continue to live, work, teach, and learn in this community. We are committed to showing gratitude for the land and its indigenous people by respecting and remembering this in our thoughts and actions. Please now welcome our honor song singers, Brittany Hunter and Sean Whitegrass. They will be singing a victory song that was written by Sean Whitegrass.
Hello, my name is Sean Whitegrass. I'm from Browning, Montana. And the song I'm going to sing for you guys is a song I made. It's our victory honor song.
Thank you, Brittany and Sean, for performing for us. At this time, please rise for the playing of the national anthem. So for those who don't know me, my name is Cameron Johnson. And I've had the pleasure of serving as the principal of Willard this past year. And some big shoes to fill, as Kevin Richland left last year to go to Malaysia. I'd like to take this time to thank all of the Willard staff for making this ceremony possible, as well as for all their hard work and dedication this year. Given the challenges of this school year, our teachers have worked especially hard, so please give them a round of applause. And I'd also like to thank and acknowledge all of the support and hard work that our parents, relatives, and guardians have provided in supporting our students over the years. It truly takes a community to support our children, and the parents and guardians are the bedrock of that support. Thank you. And speaking of community, this community, the Willard community, has been nothing but welcoming in my first year here. I'm proud knowing that all of our new students experience that same sense of welcome when they enter Willard. It is a special place, as many of our former and current students and staff can attest to. Many of the students on the stage have heard from me throughout the year, and so I won't take much time waxing philosophical, especially given the lineup of speakers we had this evening. I would like to take a moment, however, to congratulate our graduates on joining special company. Although you are leaving us to do amazing things, you will always have a home at Willard. You have all had an extraordinary and at times challenging educational experience, especially considering the impact of the pandemic on you and your education. During these times, I hope that you've all felt the magic of the Willard community at some point. And it has been a place where you not only received an education, but found connections with others while finding yourselves. The days can be hectic and sometimes life events take over the school day, but through it all, the Willard staff and your peers were there for you and believe in you. Whether you're dealing with mental health challenges, resource insecurity, the long-term effects of colonization, feeling marginalized because of your sexual orientation or identity, or just wanting to be accepted, Willard staff, your peers, and this community have been there for you. We hope you take the opportunities before you to be the change that you want to see. You have learned what it takes to build and participate in a special and connected community. You have it in you to create these connections in other places as you continue through life. The Willard experience is built on the acceptance, inclusion, trust, humor, and deep belonging that we uphold every day. And I hope you all take that into the world, while always remembering that you are, and always will be, a member of the Willard community. Congratulations to all of you on a job well done. So I was talking to Russ about his portion of tonight, and he assured me he got it from 7 minutes down to under 5. So it's with great pleasure I welcome Russ Lodge to the podium. Over the years, Russ has filled a number of roles in the district, and we've been fortunate to have Russ as our superintendent for this year. Russ leaves MCPS after a full career, and in the coming weeks, to begin what we hope is a restorative and restful retirement with his wife, children, and grandchildren. Please welcome Russ to the podium.
Hi, everybody. So listen, we've got something in common. I'm the guy that shows up at your graduation, you have no idea who I am, you have no connection with me, and they ask me to say a few words. It feels really odd. But I'm thinking of one thing. You're basically 18 years old, give or take. I'm 68 years old. I got 50 years on you. You would think when they asked me to talk at your graduation, I could tell you something that would benefit you as you go out in the world, because I got a 50-year head start on you, right? All right, I got one thing for you. And it's really for your consideration, because you really can't tell anybody what to do in this world. Everybody gets to make up their own mind. But here's what I found out in about my 40s. somewhere I ran across the line, or somebody told me, I went to a conference or something, somebody said, you know, you can be right, or you can be in a relationship. And I thought, wow, that's probably true. So I thought about that a little bit, and we all go through life, we talk to people every day, we have these conversations. Do you want to control the conversation? Do you want to win it? Do you want to have your ego out there? Or do you want to kind of put the ego in the background, drag out humility and humbleness, and maybe jump into a relationship? I just got to tell you, I've had more peace of mind in my life with the relationship choice than the right choice. Sometimes you need to be right, there's a safety factor for people or kids or somebody's, get away from the cliff, that kind of thing. And then I thought about Willard, and I've been over 3 or 4 graduations at Willard, they're all the same. Everybody's truly emotional, deeply gratifying for you, lots of sincerity, authentic. It came to my mind that you, as a group, have really lived that concept already, because you landed at Willard. Cameron touched on it. Somebody here, probably those people down there, wanted to know you as a human being before they wanted to know you as a student. Somebody took the time to develop a relationship with you, and probably more than likely you responded, because it was sincere, it was authentic, and here we are. So, that's it. The one thing that I could share with you that probably made a difference in my life over 50 years was choosing relationship over being right. And I really like to be right. I'm a superintendent of a school. I'm in that environment all the time. I was a principal, I was a teacher, I did all that stuff. But really, as I got older, I realized that relationship is far more important, it's far more lasting, and I really had peace of mind at the end of the day. And I would like to give that to you for your consideration as you move forward tonight. Also, lastly, thank you for letting me speak to you at your graduation when you don't have any idea who I am. And I appreciate that. So, thank you, and thank you as well. Thanks, everybody.
Okay, next up, it's with some sadness, but with also some excitement for her next adventure. I'd like to welcome Lisa Wolman. For many of you on the stage and in the audience, Lisa is a known force that has had an impact on multiple generations of students at Willard. This is Lisa's last year with us. And while we miss her, we're also excited to see what she does next. And like all of you, she will always be a Willard Crow and have a place at Willard to call home. Come on up, Lisa.
First of all, like it's been said, congratulations. You worked really hard to get here, and I'm super proud of you. Cameron survived this first year, and I know he's going to be this excellent leader for Willard, but it was his brilliant idea to have me maybe speak because I was retiring and be on time and have the slideshow completed. So, there's Brooke up there. But I think a lot of people who have at least been there this term and last, it's been quite a year personally for me. I know you've had those years, so I really appreciate how much understanding and compassion and empathy I've had from you. I have really tried not to think about this too much because I was telling students in the classes, when I was telling them I was going to retire, I said that I promised myself that I would retire when I still loved it. Because all along the way I'd seen teachers, and there's a variety of reasons why people stay maybe a little longer than their heart's there. Just life things of insurance, this and that. But I just made that commitment to myself. And so I did it, I'm doing it. and then I tried not to think about it, and then I left at lunch. It's been a long couple hours. But it's exactly how it should be. This is how I wanted it to be. If it wasn't hard, then I stayed too long. There's many things I hope for you guys. I hope you find a job that you love. Well, job, yes, number one. That you love. And yes, along the way, you have some jobs just to make some money for a bit, but when you get into what you want to do, and you have that set, I hope you can love it. I hope that it does pay enough for you to live the lifestyle of your choosing, and that it gives back to you. And I was so fortunate to have chose teaching because I have gotten so much back. And it's been technically, I guess, 28 years, but 27 in the classroom and then a few, JDC and a few things like that. But I just have had a wonderful time. I've had some ups and downs. But, you're not really going for it if you don't have a few mistakes. But I've had such an amazing year with you guys. Like, it was a comfort to go to school. It was like, I know for some people, it's your safe place some days. And it was the best place for me when I got there. And I want to thank you for that. I love you deeply and dearly. And this is hard, like I said, and it should be. I've been very fortunate to have great leaders along the way and amazing colleagues. I've taught at a few schools, but at Willard, it's just like you guys talk about. I had a lot of great colleagues and people I loved in other places and still love. But this group is special. So when you share your speeches and you share, everyone has someone you're connecting with. It's not a surprise. You guys are the best, and I love you so much. I'm not going anywhere. I still live here, 5 minutes from Willard. I'm trying to talk to myself about that. But I've been very fortunate with colleagues. I start off with talking about hoping for you to find a job you love. I hope for you a few things for you. I hope that you know yourself. And that's going to mean different things along the way. You're going to have different understandings. You're going to have, different connection. But if you're striving for that, I wish that for you. I found a piece of writing I had from first grade, and it said, I want to be a teacher and an artist. So I think it's really interesting how much we do know ourselves, even at a very young age. I was really surprised when I saw that I knew it. Along the way, I have lost myself a few times here and there, and it was really tough times. But I was still there, and I was determined to search, find it, fight for it, believe it's still there, not give up, never give up. I don't think that this is one of those really polished or profound speeches, but I do have a few things that I've learned along the way that I've been sharing. Maybe you'll find just one thing that touches you that you can take with you. I would hope that for you to have something as you go away from here. Some of the main things for me, like I said, is to never give up. Even when you want to so many times, sometimes like you're laying on the floor, you don't think. Even if you wanted it, you could do it. Just refuse. Even if it takes you a week to get off the floor, refuse. You're not going to stay there. Some simple sayings that I share with some of my friends, and I repeat to myself, is no pain, no gain. Because the gain comes from the mistakes and the failures. It does hurt, it's painful, but that's life. On the same vein of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I know sometimes you're listening to this and maybe you're in that spot and you're like, I don't want to hear your cliche comments right now, but for me, these work, and I just say them over and over when I need to. Another thing for me has been that simple golden rule of treat others how you want to be treated. It really covers a lot of things when you start thinking about it. It's worked for me. I think you should, if you get the opportunity, love so deeply it hurts. That means you're probably taking some risks. You may not have guarantees of what's coming back to you. You may, like we all do, we don't know how long the person we love so deeply will be there. But it's worth the pain. I believe there's no other way to live. Taking risks, failing, being honest with yourself about failing, and thinking about it, getting back up, be true to yourself. That goes along with knowing yourself and at different stages. Hopefully you will have some friends along the way, family members. Take care of yourself really, really well, just like you do your friends, because I see it every day. So many people who look out for their friends to just end. Yeah, and if we could do that for ourselves, that would be a good thing. One of Steve and my sayings is fake until you make it. So some days, and for me it seems like this whole year, I just have to decide. And not fake it in a bad way, like I'm not coming out there and pretending. I'm just pushing through the really tough time where I just want to not keep going. I encourage you to read a lot and keep an open mind and continue to learn. And that doesn't mean in an organized way always. Sometimes yes, sometimes just life. But seeking to learn from the things that you come across. Also learning to keep perspective. That goes along with when you feel like you can't get off the floor. And a few things that have helped me is to journal and keep them, because I think it's really interesting to look back at things you wrote, and yes, you're going to say, oh my goodness, I was very immature, and that is silly. But you're also going to see the things like, I want to be a teacher, I want to be an artist, and you're going to blow your mind, you're going to connect with yourself again. Also, it's a great gift for the people who you leave behind, for your children, your grandchildren. If they don't know you so well, they could get to know you through your journals. And a gratefulness journal, even one thing a day, just keeps your mind thinking about that perspective of like, okay, I am at the bottom, but there are things that are wonderful around me. I believe in following through with what you say you're going to do. Like, the character and integrity is the thing that you can count on and people around you can count on. So if you can't follow through, then don't probably commit to that. Apologize when you make mistakes and do better next time. And forgive when people hurt you. We're human. Keep hope. And never give up. I love you guys.
Thank you, Lisa. We're going to miss her, but we know that she won't be far from Willard. Next up, I'd like to welcome Matt Quinlan to the podium to introduce our first student speaker.
Thank you. My name is Matt Quinlan. I teach freshman and sophomore English at Willard, and have the honor of introducing our first student speaker, Ivy Babcock. Ivy was selected by the Willard staff to receive the 2023 Change for the Good Awards. Ivy exemplifies what it means to find confidence, courage, and make commitment. Throughout her time at Willard, Ivy's carried herself with a quiet dignity, a calm demeanor, and a wily sense of humor. Her sly grin and positive attitude will be missed by the entire staff. We are proud to have the opportunity to know her, and we know that she is ready to take the next step in her new life. So please join me in welcoming Ivy Babcock.
Thanks. So I got asked to give a speech about how Willard helped me. Honestly, I probably would not have graduated if it weren't for Willard, and even being in Willard, I almost didn't graduate. It was a whirlwind, but thankfully, I was able to find a community in Willard that finally accepted me in a way that I had never been accepted before. And that was an amazing feeling to finally have, and to be a part of that. Willard's done a lot for me. It showed me that there are other people who are like me a lot and like the same things as me, and who have had a lot of the same struggles that I've had. And just, you know, life's hard, and school's hard, and showing up is hard, and having people there to understand that and just get to know you and the struggle that you're going through, and just be able to help and understand you is an incredible thing to have, honestly, because not everybody gets to have that. And yeah, so I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you guys who were sick. And yeah, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ivy. And finally, I'd like to welcome to the podium Kurt Tweedy to introduce our unprinted Eric Armstrong. He's not in the program, but Eric has been added as a speaker. So Kurt, come on up to introduce Eric.
Hello everybody, my name is Kurt Tweedy. I am a therapist at Willard, and I'm here to talk about Eric Armstrong. A lot of the staff and the students know him as Armstrong. I personally call him Strong Arm, but I know his parents named him Eric, so I'm going to challenge myself to call you something I've never called you before. All right? Okay, I remember Eric's first day at school. I first caught a glimpse of him. When I first caught a glimpse of him, I had a sense of deja vu. I'm an 80s child, and Eric looked like he had been transported out of detention from the movie The Breakfast Club. For the younger generations that don't know what I'm talking about, check it out. It's a very, or if you spent ample time in detention, you should watch it. It's very important. So anyhow, whether it's Eric's sense of fashion, sharing his music, or his consideration for unique and alternative ways to live his life, Eric is a creative soul. One time Eric and I were having a conversation about his desire to be a musician. Through the conversation, he realized that he already was a musician and wanted to create something he could repeat to himself to remind him of this fact. We wrote it on his arm so he could see it throughout the day and contemplate its meaning. A couple of days ago, I called Eric and asked if he remembered this conversation and what we wrote on his arm. He said he didn't know what we wrote, but he could still feel it. Eric told me, "I've had this incredible feeling like I'm on a diving board over a pool, but really all I need to do is jump." Powerful little insights and words of wisdom like this are one of Eric's many gifts to live in a conscious and free life. The staff gave me a bunch of things that they liked about Eric, and I'm going to condense just a few that I really like just to expand on this. So Eric, his guitar, and his fantastic taste in pants were always things that made my day happy, except when the songs he played were so similar to the British bands I grew up listening to in the 80s and 90s. Then it made me homesick. I think that's from Joe. Is that Duran Duran? This one's from Steve. Eric Armstrong, or using the condensed and also my preferred name called Armstrong. For me, the Armstrong era was a gift. He was fun to teach because he engaged with me. Critical thinker, a student who followed directives, bonus points. Conscientious student, that's hard for me to say. Artist, musician. I think Eric is the first busker I taught at Willard. I love his creativity. It comes out in many ways. One more from Gwen about his artistic flavor. Eric thinks outside the box. He's tuned into the challenges and joys of those around him and offers encouragement, respect, and good humor. That's the end of staff comments. Eric typically doesn't want to speak in front of others or be the center of attention. Unlike most other rock stars, he is legitimately focused on his audience. He accepts challenges like speaking at his high school graduation, playing guitar at another less formal graduation ceremony at Willard, or performing at prom due to his genuine desire to inspire and improve the lives of those around him. So with that said, let's listen to what Eric has to say. Strong arm, we love you. We already miss the sounds of your guitar in the halls of Willard. Thank you.
That was a lot of really kind words. I hope I live up to those. But, I'm really grateful for all of you guys, all of the staff. I just gotta say that off the bat. You guys are amazing. And got a speech. I'm really anxious. But, here we go. For a while now, I've been feeling that words are rather frivolous, but that's not going to stop me in trying to describe what Willard is, / what Willard has given me, and many others. So with that said, here are some words I'd like to offer. Opportunity, connection, community, safety, compassion, freedom, confidence, real-world knowledge, and support. Willard offers each of those words in the fullest. No matter who you are, I think it's hard to spend a year there and not feel just a little bit of all of those. I feel that every staff member of Willard tries to the best of their ability to make all of those words happen for every kid. The patience and compassion of the people who work there are incredibly admirable. It seemed that no matter how unapproachable I tried to be, I couldn't avoid people caring about me. It's something that's almost impossible to find in normal public high school. The opportunities that Willard gives are also hard to find anywhere else. I don't know another high school in Missoula that follows through as well as Willard in helping you find jobs as an option of basically free therapy, and that offers an opportunity to be yourself. I think Willard really shines there. Been given an opportunity to be yourself. Losing my place a little bit. It encourages self-expression like no other. Seeing all the unique people and how welcome they are is a sweet sight. No matter who you are, the people at Willard will accept you and encourage the best parts of you to grow. I personally cannot function without playing guitar and music. It's an everyday thing, and if it doesn't happen, it's almost a guarantee I'm a little train wreck. I don't think I would have gotten through high school without being allowed to play when I needed it. It certainly wouldn't be nearly as good as a guitarist as I am now. Essentially, what I'm getting at is that I wouldn't be half the person I am now without this school, without these people. And so I want to offer these words again. I keep mocking this. Opportunity, connection, community, safety, compassion, freedom, confidence, real-world knowledge, and support. These are the things that Willard has shown me, given me, and inspired in me. I cannot begin to describe my gratitude for all the people who make Willard possible, who all are truly soldiers of life. And here's the second part. If I could have your attention a moment longer, I'd like to draw it to some important issues. One's concerning the educational system and the way it is handled in America and Montana. I'm unsure that I could word this as well as one of my good friends, Jasper. So I'm going to quote his graduation speech he gave this morning. We are celebrating our graduation in light of why we're all here at Willard. Everyone who is here was struggling at their home school. There are more who struggle than there are spots at Willard. The issue is not COVID, mental illness, or out-of-school responsibilities, but the lack of support for those who are dealing with these things. Willard, though it suffers from the same problems, should be seen as an example for all other schools. Willard, as a body of staff, will support you. Teachers are just as underpaid, but incredibly devoted to their students. This isn't something you can expect from every teacher. Needing a higher paid spouse or a second job to be a teacher is not sustainable. Recently, the representative of the district that Willard is on was silenced. Representative Zoe Zephyr was not allowed on the floor. She is our political voice, and to silence her is to silence us. Heavy stuff, I know, but I believe it's really important. Oh, and quote, by the way, that little section stuff. Heavy stuff, I know, but I believe it's really important that more people at least have a little more awareness about the struggles of our educational system. With all this said, I'd like to circle back to why we're all gathered here today to celebrate this graduating class. I gotta say, it's a real treat to see some of these people I went to middle school with today, and it's been an honor getting to know a few of the people in this crowd. Really, my heart goes out to these people. Yeah, I love you, Willard, forever in my heart.
Thank you, Eric. Okay, it's the moment you've been waiting for. Russ, your job isn't over yet.
Okay, I'm back, just briefly back. By the authority vested in me by the state of Montana and the Montana Office of Public Instruction, I present to you and to the Board of Trustees of Missoula County Public Schools the members of the Willard class of 2023 as having fulfilled all of the requirements and obligations to be awarded a diploma from Missoula County Public Schools. So ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege and honor to present to you the 2023 graduates of Willard High School.
I'm the school counselor at Willard, and here's the big moment. I think you've all been instructed on how to do this, right? I'm going to call your name, hand you a certificate, you're going to walk around, shake hands with our board of trustees who are at the bottom of the stairs, and come back and come to So, your job is to cheer wildly for these students. Here we go. Eric H. Armstrong. Ivy L. Babcock. Adrian R. Backer. Jasper F. Barnett McFadden. Ceresia M. Brewster. Josie C. Brown. Betty N. Brown. Moss A. Nancy. Taylor M. Fenner. Ava M. Flanagan. Sam D. Braley. Oliver E. Frame. Lizzie E. Fructek. Cooper O. Gerhard. Jackson W. Gerheim. Lily G. Hall. Kingsley M. Allen. Jack F. Havlick. Roland M. Elder. Azalea A. Hilbert. Riley J. Hoggett. Shyler E. Hummer. Charlotte P. Jackson. Aiden D. Lund. Bailey K. Laraski. Seamus L. Magdalene. Draven A. Meyer. Trinity C. McEwen. Macy J. McQuilkin. Isaac C. Perrine. Lucas L. Pfeiffer. Mila G. Ramsey. Thomas C. Roy. Kai N. Wilbur. Dimitri Z. Will. Lily M. Wilson. And I bet you're stressing that side to sneak in. Murphy C. S. Carroll. That's it, folks. Let's give these graduates a round of applause.
I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. More than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want to. Your dreams stay big, your body stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. I hope you know somebody loves you and wants to see you face to is my wish. I hope you never look back, but you never forget the ones who love you in the place you live. I hope you always forgive and you never regret, and you help somebody every chance you get. Oh, you like God's grace Sometimes I left under the moon. I thank God I'm breathing. And I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, one day. Stop or down, win or lose, we all lose when they bleed our souls are hurting. I see blood judge baby, keep on moving though the water stay raging. You can lose the way. Not to have you crazy, but don't let it crazy, no way, no way. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play. One day, ladies of a change, should people the same. Stop with the violence, stop with the hate. They will all be free and born to be under the same sun. Sing a song of freedom like all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play. If I could, I would. I put your picture in a dictionary. They see your face if ever they try to spell extraordinary. So incredible, so unforgettable.